The Zen of the present moment. The young monk sat cross-legged on the cushion, his back straight and his eyes closed. He had been meditating for hours, and his mind was still and focused. He was aware of his breath, of the sounds of the birds outside, and of the feeling of the floor beneath his feet. He was completely present in the moment. Suddenly, the door to the meditation room opened, and a stranger entered. The stranger was a tall, thin man with a long white beard. He was dressed in simple robes, and he had a kind smile on his face. "Hello," said the stranger. "My name is Rashi, and I am a Zen master." The young monk opened his eyes and bowed to the stranger. "It is an honor to meet you, Rashi," he said. "Thank you," said Rashi. "I have come to teach you about the Zen of the present moment." Rashi sat down on the cushion next to the young monk and began to speak. The Zen of the present moment is about being fully aware of your surroundings and your thoughts, he said. It is about letting go of the past and the future, and living in the here and now. "But how can I do that?" asked the young monk. "The past and the future are always with me." "The past and the future are only thoughts," said Rashi. "They are not real. The only thing that is real is the present moment." "But how can I let go of my thoughts?" asked the young monk. "You cannot let go of your thoughts," said Rashi. "But you can learn to observe them without judgment. When you observe your thoughts without judgment, they will lose their power over you." The young monk thought about this for a moment. "I understand," he said. "I will try to observe my thoughts without judgment." "Good," said Rashi. "Now, let us practice." Rashi and the young monk sat in silence for a few minutes. The young monk observed his thoughts without judgment. He noticed that his thoughts were constantly changing. Some thoughts were about the past, and some thoughts were about the future. But there were also some thoughts that were about the present moment. The young monk focused on the present moment thoughts. He noticed that these thoughts were more peaceful and clear than the other thoughts. He also noticed that he felt more relaxed and at peace when he focused on the present moment. "I see," said the young monk. "When I focus on the present moment, I feel more relaxed and at peace." "That is because the present moment is the only place where you can find true peace," said Rashi. "The past is gone, and the future is not yet here. The only thing that is real is the present moment." The young monk continued to meditate with Rashi for several hours. By the end of the day, he had a much better understanding of the Zen of the present moment. He knew that it was not about trying to control his thoughts, but about observing them without judgment. And he knew that the present moment was the only place where he could find true peace. The young monk continued to practice Zen for many years. He learned to let go of his thoughts and to live in the present moment. He found that the more he practiced, the more peaceful and at ease he felt. And he also found that he was more creative and productive when he was living in the present moment. One day, the young monk was walking through the forest when he came across a beautiful waterfall. He sat down on a rock and watched the water cascading down the rocks. He was completely present in the moment, and he felt a deep sense of peace and joy. As he sat there, he had a realization. He realized that the Zen of the present moment was not just about peace and tranquility. It was also about joy and creativity. It was about living life to the fullest and savoring every moment. The young monk smiled. He knew that he had found the true meaning of Zen.